National Road Safety Strategy is a new concept. When we look at it, we've got a problem with deaths on our roads. I think if we look at the last 5 years, almost 50 people have been killed on the roads of Cayman, and just one death is one too many. We believe that we need a strategy because there are many agencies that need to be brought together to provide focus for action. But the key message is that everybody's got a role to play. Quite often people tend to think it's always the police's job. It is a principal role, but we always say, the greater members of the public, everybody's got a role to play.
The National Road Safety Strategy is a multi-agency initiative, and the departments that are involved realize that in order for government to be effective in what it does, we have to develop synergistic relationships. And so we looked at the departments that had skills or resources that could contribute to the National Road Safety Strategy. There are 3 tenets of the strategy. One is engineering, one is education, and one is enforcement. And the education aspect of it speaks to public education. And Public Works Department has utilize the technical resources it has in development and training to assist the National Road Safety Strategy in developing public education campaigns.
Obviously the National Roads Authority, or NRA as they're commonly known, they are the people that are responsible for the maintenance of roads, for building roads, for the design of roads. So it's important to have them on board.
The National Roads Authority always takes a huge stance on safety on our roads. As you can see from our roundabouts, where we have had some major accidents on the roundabouts, some deaths unfortunately, we have taken steps to try to alleviate that by putting, as you can see, longitudinal lines on the roads to help reduce the skidding on those roundabouts. We also tend to look at where people are living and where we can help reduce the speeds where people are traveling. You see speed humps on the roads. We're actually looking at a new concept of rumble strips, which will be lines in the road to help people slow down.
It is important that we explain to our citizens the importance of using the road safely and practicing defensive driving. Having the right of way does not necessarily mean you're operating safely. Being right, you might die right. It's important that persons drive considering other drivers on the road, putting themselves in positions to avoid collisions, avoid incidents, driving, anticipating the actions of other road users, whether they be drivers or pedestrians. That's what defensive driving is about, and we want to encourage persons to practice that.
I think making the road safer isn't all about the big stick of enforcing, of us giving more tickets out. We don't really want to do that if we can help it, but we'll do it if we're pushed. We prefer to try and educate people. Our aim is to reduce all fatal collisions, which is very ambitious, but we really want to get those figures down to 0 because it's so devastating for families to lose their loved ones on the roads. And I think a lot of the time it's preventable.